Hello plant friends, what's cracking? Today we're going to chop up some plants. Before we get started, I have a question for you guys. What would you do if you were me? So I've got this Monstera albo. There's nothing terribly wrong with it. Eventually I will be removing the bottom 2 leaves because they look like hell. Half of it will literally be bare stem until the foliage starts. Alright, so leave your answer down in the comments as to whether you would chop it up or let it grow, and let's get chopping up some plants. This is going to be our first victim today. Now originally what I was going to do was I was just going to snip some of the new growth off of the top because I just want it to branch out. But then I thought, you know what? Let's get crazy and let's try propagate it. Okay, well, I'm going to cut it right here. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Yep, that just happened. And the thing about cutting down your plants and pruning them is it's nothing to be afraid of. Like, it's gonna grow back. Might be like a bad haircut. You might have to cut it a couple times, but it's always gonna grow back. Bing, bang, boom. I would also recommend watering your plants before you trim them because it just helps them be more healthy to withstand the trauma that they're about to go through. So just come, pluck these bottom leaves off. Yeah. Looks pretty aggressive, probably because it is. Because this is where the roots are going to come out, right? Like this is going to be your stem. So you don't want to have just a tiny little bit. Like you want to set this up to be a sturdy plant, right? So this is going to be my prop. I'm going to take this, I'm going to stick it in a tube of water. That's going to be it. And then it'll probably be a few weeks to a month and it'll have some roots and I'll be schlepping her back in soil. This is my ficus bonsai. It's one of my OG plants. I had it for quite some time now. A few years. Never really pruned it. It's just spindly, it's leggy. Because I want to prune it down and condense it. If I trim it back quite significantly, I can make it bushier, rounder, more like a bonsai. Just bye. And the cool thing, like I always say about pruning your plants, that might look a little wonky for a minute, but here's the thing, it's always gonna grow back. Like this is gonna be really drastic. That just happened. We just took all that. And do you wanna know why? Because why not? It's all gonna grow back. This stem, I'm gonna go bye. It's gonna be a little bare and ugly for a couple weeks probably, but grows like nuts. I'm not worried about it not growing back. If we come this far, we might as well go all the way. Let's just restart it. What's the worst that could happen? Somebody comes in the comments, they're like, well, you know, you completely just botched that tree. Yeah, probably, but you know what? Like I said, what's the worst that could happen? This is what we got left. Next up on the chopping block, Bullaea peperomioides, aka the Chinese money plant. And it's fitting that we have this right after the bonsai because honestly, I actually got them both probably around the same time. So I just honestly, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to chop it back. I'm going to prune a lot of this and kind of just like the bonsai, I'm just going to probably almost completely restart it. This is going to be super dramatic. Are you ready? Boom. That just happened. That just actually happened. It's actually a pretty healthy bunch of babies. I'm gonna get rid of this leaf because that looks like hot garbage. What the hell was that? That's the thing about your plants. If you don't like how it looks, get rid of it. And up next on the chopping block, we've got another OG. This is Rambo, and I call him that because he's a fighter, he's a survivor, he's a trooper. Give him a snip. If I'm really blessed, I can get some branch out, double branch, not just one weird branch going one way, but hopefully I can get 2 branches. That's the dream, isn't it? So I want to take a pretty decent snip, which means I'm probably going to be cutting my tree in half, which is a little dramatic, but I'm willing to do it. I'm going to take my pruners and just... Now I'm going to put this on top of a towel that I had preemptively already set out because, as I said, sap is going to drip out quite dramatically. My next victim is my Ficus taneki. This is Master Chief. I've had it for about a year. This is actually the plant that got me into being obsessed with plant care. Nothing too crazy. Woo! Very dramatic. I don't think I have any more plants to massacre for you fine folks today, so I will wrap this video up. I will chop this into pieces, and I will probably propagate them in a water and perlite mixture. Yeah, I'll just update you guys with a video. I imagine when these root and start being ready to put into soil. How exciting. Thanks guys. Have a great day. Bye.